I was never supposed to go back to St. Helena's school. It was the school I grew up in, walked its playgrounds, sat in its classrooms, listened to its teachers. But years later, when I drove past the old building, something pulled me inside. The official story was simple. Budget cuts. The school had to close. But that wasn't the truth. The truth was buried in whispers and silence. When I stepped through the gates, the air was wrong. The sun was still out. The playground was still warm, but it felt empty. No children, no teachers, just silence. The swings swayed gently as if someone had just left. The seesaw creaked on its own. Shadows stretched unnaturally long. Inside, the halls felt heavier, like the air was pressing against me. I remember the sound of my own footsteps echoing far louder than they should. And then I found the first classroom. At first glance, it looked normal. Desks lined neatly, sunlight pouring in through tall windows. But when I looked closer, every desk had neatly folded clothes on top. Tiny shirts, dresses, pants. Beneath the chairs, little shoes. Backpacks half-zipped, still full of books. The children weren't missing. It was as if they had stepped right out of their own skin. And then I checked the teacher's lounge. Coffee mugs sat on tables, steam still rising faintly. Jackets were draped over chairs, one sliding slowly to the ground as if just shrugged off. The teachers too, gone. That's when I heard it. The intercom on the wall crackled, and a distorted voice whispered,
"Class dismissed."
The sound cut out, leaving me in silence again. In the library, books sat open. Pages turned on their own, even though no window was open. In the hallway, lockers slammed one after another, like invisible hands were walking past them. In the gym, a basketball rolled across the floor and stopped mid-motion, as if someone unseen had frozen it in place. And then I saw the chalkboard. Symbols were scratched across it. Symbols that weren't letters, weren't numbers. They seemed to twist and change when I stared too long. I didn't want to go further, but the building pulled me in. Every hallway seemed to lead to the basement. At the end of one dark corridor, I found a heavy metal door slightly ajar. Pale white light leaked out from underneath. When I went down the stairs, I saw them. The walls were covered in glowing handprints, small ones. Hundreds of them. The children hadn't left the building, they'd gone below. The basement opened into a warped version of the school auditorium. Every chair was filled with neatly folded uniforms. Shoes lined the aisles, all arranged perfectly, like they were waiting for something. On the stage, under a flickering spotlight, something appeared, tall, thin, faceless. Its body bent like broken bones straining to stand. And then it spoke in a voice that wasn't human.
"Class dismissed."
I ran. Oh God. I ran fast and fast. The hallways twisted around me, stretching longer, doors vanishing, lockers melting into the walls. It felt like the building itself didn't want me to leave, but somehow I stumbled out through the gates. When I looked up, the sky was already red with evening. Hours had passed, though I'd only been inside for minutes. The school stood in silence, watching me, and then, as I turned away, I heard it. From the playground swing, a child's whisper carried through the wind.
"See you tomorrow, Mr. Cross."
And I knew it wasn't over.